and gentlemen, my topic today is 100% MDRT plus. My name is Chow, and I'm from Hong Kong. I joined the insurance industry 20 years ago. Look at me, I look much younger than a professional with 20 years of experience, right? Shortly after I joined this industry, I was so glad that my production helped me qualify for the next year's MDRT membership. In 2009, 10 years after I first qualified as an MDRT, I qualified for MDRT Life membership, achieving one of the goals in my life. In the beginning of 2010, I had a meeting with my colleagues. I told them my personal production goals has been fulfilled. From now on, I would like to focus more on developing my team and furthermore to be promoted as a district director. That meant that I would no longer proactively conduct my personal business, but I would pay 100% of my attention to team growing and building. 6 months went by. Guess what the trend was of my personal production? To be honest with you, my team's production and my own production dropped. How was the recruitment going? Well, there were 2 new agents. One of them stayed for only 1 month. The other one continued working for me. One day, I asked the agent why she stayed. She answered, "I feel so sorry about your terrible situation. I think that if I stay on your team, you might feel better." I was so unhappy and so frustrated. Several colleagues encouraged me to participate in the MDRT annual meeting. So I went to the Vancouver MDRT annual meeting. I engaged in the PGA program, as well as volunteering as the first-time MDRT qualifiers orientation. When I was talking with Hong Kong colleagues during the orientation, I heard a lady speaking Mandarin saying, "Can I take a picture with you, all you handsome and beauties?" "Of course," I said. We waited and waited, but she didn't come over to us. Well, we thought, if you aren't coming to us, we will come to you. As we approached her, I suddenly realized that she was using a cane. And later I found out she had polio. Then I asked myself, if a physically challenged person can achieve MDRT, how come those of us who are not physically challenged persons are not achieving MDRT or even COT? And for those who see themselves as brilliant, why not a TOT? The whole picture excited me. I still remember that during the annual meeting, the workshop sessions were in the afternoon. I didn't want to miss any workshops since I had paid for it. I made sure I was on time for every workshop. Among those who were late for one workshop was an elderly gentleman using a cane, searching for a seat. As he walked by me, his voice kept repeating, "Excuse me, excuse me." Wow, he looked like he was 80 years old. Is he still an MDRT at such an old age? I said to myself, he must be a life member, being an MDRT due to his early years production. But when I looked closely at his name badge, I realized that he was a qualifying and life member, which meant that he had become MDRT that year at such an old age. I was so touched. Sometimes we wonder why we need to be an MDRT, but the question really should be, why not be an MDRT? So many times, the speakers in the main platform session are those who had achieved many MDRTs continuously over the decades, or someone who had achieved many TOT within 1 year. The accomplishment of predecessors seemed to be unreachable. However, there was one speaker who appeared on the stage who shocked me She was a gorgeous lady, but as she was introduced by the MC, he stated that she had only achieved 1 MDRT and 2 COT, but had never achieved even 1 TOT. However, now she was a speaker on the main platform. At that moment, thought flashed through my mind. Is it also possible that I could become a main platform speaker at an MDRT annual meeting? I was not sure if I could do this, even though I was very eager to become a speaker, but I could envision no way to get there. Then I remembered one golden sentence. The most exciting thing you get from a journey is not a destination, but the whole journey itself. I realized that this sentence was the truth. There are many times when we are on a trip, that the happiest moment is not the time we arrive at the destination, but in the commitment of deciding to go, planning the trip, and the process to getting to the destination. When our short journey ends, we always start to think about a new one. Since that's the case, why don't we think about a longer trip or a lifetime goal? While listening to that speaker, I set up a lifetime goal to become a main platform speaker at an MDRT annual meeting. So that's why I am here today. This is not an annual meeting. My dream hasn't come true yet, but this is one more step toward my goals. When I have a goal, I set strategies to achieve it. I had to improve my poor English, so I had an English language tutor. Also, I had to be distinguished. One person can get his TOT within 1 year, and may even keep on as a TOT for years, but without being noticed. Being excellent alone is not necessarily surprising, but if everyone on the team achieved MDRT, it would be amazing. Once the direction of development was decided, it was time to consider specific steps. Instead of thinking about it from the beginning, why not begin with the end in mind? We needed to find out what kind of team could achieve 100% MDRT and what kind of characteristics they should have. First of all, which group of people are very eager and fully capable of achieving MDRT? We start with quality recruitment. When people want to join my team, they have to go through 8 steps, including 3 interviews. The first step is submitting CV. The second is a selection interview. The third is an attraction with interview, where we try to sell them on our industry, company, and teams. The fourth is to invite the candidate to engage in our opening class and our PS experience sharing. The fifth is to pass the licensing exam. And the sixth is an interview to make sure that the candidate matches our team. The seventh step is to help them get the right mindset. And the last step is the contract signing. You may think 8 steps are too many, and some people may quit during this process. However, if they quit, that is a good thing, because it is a proof that they weren't the right one for our team. We believe that the best training can never make up for a mistake in selection. Our limited resources should be put into the right people.